Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Leschber here with 1836 Property Management, as always in beautiful Austin, Texas. This video is to review our Q4 2022 resident satisfaction survey scores. So as always, we've got about 10% that love us and 10% that hate us and about 80% of folks that are in the middle, kind of like normal life. So I'm going to do this a little bit on the fly today to kind of see what happens and give you guys a summary of kind of what we're hearing as far as feedback. So let's take it from the top and see what we've got. We've got one person who is a resident who is tired of being told that some of the items that they've asked to be repaired are cosmetic. Unfortunately, normal wear and tear are owner's expenses once the property is departed. However, if something's cosmetically not as attractive as a resident or an owner would like, it's really up to the owner to decide if they want to change that. So let's say that the paint in the house is a little bit of scuff. Well, if the tenant received that property and accepted it in that condition when they moved in, it's really up to the owner if they want to repair that while the tenant is in place. Now, could the tenant request that in order to get a renewal? Absolutely. We're here to work and find a way for both sides to be happy in the middle. But things that are cosmetic, not functional. So doors have to lock, appliances have to function, windows have to close, lights have to function. Everything in the house has to be fully functional. But anything that is cosmetic is really up to negotiation. And believe it or not, we'd love to keep these properties up to hotel room ready at all times. But the owners sometimes are with us on that, sometimes not so with us. So I would suggest bringing that up to your property manager, making a request. And then maybe when it's time for renewal, make that request to the owner, see if they'd be willing to do that in order for you to stay. Another comment is no complaints. Everyone's very helpful. Fixes and any issues really quickly. That's great. Another one is a complaint about our website. Why are residents paying for our Wi-Fi and the website to pay? Well, they're not paying for our Wi-Fi. There are some technology fees so that we can deliver technology to you guys. One of those would be online portal that enables you guys to pay online. Somebody has to pay for that. A lot of the other software, you wouldn't believe how much software is on the back end here. But why are you guys on the website to pay? Well, there is a $1 charge for you to pay because there is a fee for us to receive money. So if we don't charge that, then somebody has to pay for that transfer of money because there are third parties that make that happen. And it's not Venmo or PayPal. It's a third party just transaction software. And that happens every time we move money. You may or may not know, but Venmo, PayPal, those guys make money on the float. They actually hold more money than some major banks in the world. And thus it enables them to use that money and earn interest or earn investment return on that money. So that's why they're able to move your money like Venmo and PayPal for free, is because they're making money by holding some of your money. We don't hold anything, we just move it around. Thus, there needs to be a charge for that because we get charged for that. An app for payments and maintenance requests, believe it or not, there is one. We've got a video on that, but Buildium, B-U-I-L-D-I-U-M, is the software we use, and there is an online app where you can do anything you want, make payments, put in maintenance requests, and they already exist, which is really good. Better communication on putting in a maintenance order. Would like to hear updates, quicker responses. I agree with you 100%. I think you need to be kept in the loop. More than anything, though, log into your resident portal, because that is where the communication for that maintenance request is held, maintained, updated. So if you have any questions, log into there. If you want an update, go in there, open up that ticket, and then request an update. That's completely fair, and I think you should be doing that. If you have any communications issues, just poke your property manager, who's the ultimate responsible party for that unit, or the maintenance team through that maintenance request. But maintenance request is the best way to handle it. Another one is get the owners to stand up to the HOA for petty rules and fines. I don't even know where to tell you to start about the HOA rules and fines, but all of us that live in a community, including myself as a homeowner that have an HOA, have to follow those rules and pay those fines. So I'm sorry if you feel like they're petty or don't feel like they're petty. Those HOAs are not part of our management company. They're a completely separate company, completely separate entity, and they govern themselves. The state of Texas may crack down on them, but that's very unusual even today. So reviewing those HOA rules and regulations before you move in is one way to do it. Big things are just put away your trash cans, don't park on the street overnight, take care of the yard and trees. Pretty much they leave you alone at that point, but yeah, you definitely have to watch out for trash cans left overnight, parking on the street, and you got to keep the yard up. So those are the big ones for them. They'll pretty much stay out of your hair after that. We didn't receive AC filters for months, but no one offered a refund. Guys, we've got a budget line item for things that do and don't happen properly that we, even as a company, make sure we budget for so that we can always make things right. So reach out to your team and just say, hey, this is what happened. Can we get ready to do anything about this? We don't feel like we should have been charged. And talk to them, see what else happened. Maybe your filters are set on a 6 month instead of the 3 months because that's the kind of filter it is, or who knows. But bring that to the attention of your property management team because they can give that feedback to that EC filter company. And hopefully we can close the loop on anything and make it right for you guys. I've been pleased with the experience so far. The walkthrough every 6 months is new. Can we do it once a year? No, unfortunately not. Some people want it done. Owners want this done every month, as you can imagine. They want us to live with you guys, and residents want it never done. So what we found over doing this for 17 years now is that every 6 months keeps us abreast of any problems in the property. Every year is too few because dramatic things happen in a year. COVID was a great example when we couldn't get into properties, things really went down real quick because we couldn't legally get in. But once we're able to get in every 6 months, it helps us maintain the property too. So you may not report anything, you may not have any issues as a resident, you may not be doing anything wrong, but we may walk through and go, why is there a stain on the ceiling? There's water leaking. So guys, can we help you out with this? Can we dig into this for you so that you've got a great home to live in? So we've just found that 6 months is about the right frequency to keep everything in check. My team is great. I found out about my new management. Another comment for you. I found out about my new management halfway through my lease. The landlord stopped returning calls. Transition was unprofessional. I apologize, but I'm apologizing on behalf of somebody that I don't know because that's probably why more owners switched over to us. They weren't communicating effectively. They weren't handling things great. So I'm really glad you're with us now. Hopefully you've got that team assigned to you. And if you have any questions, as always, let us know. Guys, we could go down these further and everything else, but more than anything, we just want to say we do receive your comments. There is a column on the spreadsheet now for our staff to follow up on these with you guys. And we appreciate you being our residents. As always, if we can do anything for you, don't hesitate to reach out to us. My recommendation, if you're not having effective communication with your team, is to set up a time to talk, whether it's phone call. We prefer video chat because it just really helps us communicate more effectively. Nonverbals are so important. Or as a worst case, come see us. Just set up a time and we'll do anything we can for you. We're here for you. 24/7, you've got emergency maintenance, and we really do want you guys happy. So reach out anytime. If everything else fails, reach out to me and we'll connect with you soon. 512-994-4323. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next quarter.